Okay, everybody. Um, no one's here yet. So um, if I have to do a repeat, let me explain what today's topic is going to be. Um, so today is we're talking about low carb dieting and what that entails and how it is a quick way to drop pounds. So that's what we're going to be talking about, low carb diets. And I'm going to be using that to try and get this 50 pounds off, well, 60 pounds off that I need to lose because I have to be under 100 pounds. And to be under 100 pounds, I need, under 200 pounds. I don't want to be under 100 pounds. To be under 200 pounds, I have to um, lose at least 60 pounds because the other day I weighed in at 259 pounds. So that means I need to lose exactly 60 pounds, but um, I'm going for 70. I'm going to go for 70. And that way, by the time I see my doctor, I'll be 70 pounds down. And I have to do a drastic change. I've been talking about it for a minute and I just keep slipping and slipping. But I did come back, like I said, and I did lose some weight. We're just waiting on people to enter. Let me check to make sure I'm live. It says I'm live. I generally don't even go on my cell phone and check uh, to see if I'm live. So let me go to my page. Yeah, it says. Go to my page. Yep. Yeah, it says. Go to my page. Yep. I am live. Yeah, it says. And I'm the only one watching, so I can take this off. I am live. Yeah, it says. And I'm the only one watching, so I can take. So we are 4 minutes into the live and no one has come in yet. Am I? Oh, I'm 3 minutes. I got on a minute early. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try and start 5, 6 minutes after. Nobody still has come in, but I'm still gonna leave some content up. I'll just I'll just talk about it regardless, and maybe somebody can get some of this information that they may want to um, watch a little later. Where my ladies at, guys? I did put it up that I was going live today at 8:30. Okay, 7 minutes and no one has come in. That's odd. All right, guys. So look like it's just me and the camera tonight. Well, I was going to talk about, and I am going to talk about um, gastric bypass life along with weight loss with this low carb. So there are so many different low carb meal plans out there. You can either get a meal plan or you can just go on your own. The first time I ever, story time, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. The first time I ever did low carb was back in the day. The act was called the Atkins diet. Atkins diet is still out there. It's where all the other low carb diets came from. Welcome to the live. If this is your first time or if you're returning, please say hi in the chat. Um, we're 8 minutes into the live, so I guess they didn't want to watch. So anyway, Atkins diet was one of the first low carb diets that was ever put out there. And I remember when I went and I bought the book when I was really young. I was much younger, in my 30s. And I read the book and I read how to start the diet. And it was kind of crazy, but I did it. I would have like a cup of lettuce with some sour cream in it. I made sure I followed it to the T, because on the Atkins diet, when you first start, you're not supposed to eat, when you first start, no more than 20 grams of carbs. So that's what I did. I would I would take to work like some lunch meat. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just getting started. So I would eat some lunch meat at work, heat it up in the microwave, 2 or 3 slices of lunch meat. Lord, today that wouldn't fill me up at all today. Um, and I would drink plenty of water. I always loved water. I drank a lot of water back then. Uh, like I said, I would have my lettuce. I would bring some slices of cheese to work. Um, for breakfast, I would have some bacon or some sausage, because it was low carb, Atkins. I would be doing like turkey bacon and stuff like that. And back then it was the nasty turkey bacon. It wasn't uncured turkey bacon like it is now. And when I would get home, my aunt was living with me, and she knew what I was trying to do. So my aunt would put stuff out on the grill. She would grill turkey wings, a chicken, and her set it and forget it. You know, she would bake fish um, for me. So I always had dinner when I got home, and on the side I would have um, some vegetables, and I would make sure, once again, nothing ever went over 20 grams of carbs. And I wind up losing over 100 pounds. Yeah, I lost over 100 pounds doing the Atkins diet. So that's what my goal is, to go back to once I kill off the fruit that I had purchased. So, and I'm still trying to monitor what I eat. I'm not trying to overeat. I'm still watching my calorie intake and everything. Um, More so, I'm not watching my carbs right now. I am watching my calorie intake, but I'm getting ready to strictly go on low carb. So, because it's limited to 20 grams of carbs per day over the duration of the diet, my intake for carbs is going to gradually increase. Like eventually, I was able to eat a baked potato. I remember I was in, where was I at? Uh, I was in Half Moon Bay doing a business meeting. We were there for a few 2 days business conference for my. I had a women's group, Women on the Move, that I had started, and we had a conference in Half Moon Bay, and at the hotel, we had all went out to dinner, and we went to a steakhouse restaurant. So I had me a steak, and I was to the point to where I can eat a baked potato, and a baked potato had exactly 20 grams of carbs in it. So, baby, I made sure I did not eat no carbs all day because we were going to the steakhouse. And that's all I had. I had me a steak and a baked potato, and it was delicious. So, um, however, with this um, low carb diet, this go round, my goal is not to um, eat a lot of red meats. My goal is to eat more healthy meats that's fat, quick fat burning. Now, you all may be saying, but I don't want to do I don't really care for Atkins. I don't want to do the Atkins diet. Well, there's a lot of other low carb diets that you can do. You got the South Beach diet. Besides reducing carb intake, the diet encourages you to eat lean meats, okay, and healthy heart healthy fats during the initial phase, and it lets you eat grains and fruits are also they're off limits. All right, grains and fruits is off limits on the low carb diet because of all the high carbs. Hence the reason why I'm trying to eat my fruit. I'm not throwing away my fruit that I had 2 mangoes and 3 apples left. So I didn't go buy any extra fruit to go with it. No more. I didn't buy no blueberries. I have frozen fruit. So what I did was, since I know fruit is off limits on all the different low carb diets, I cut up 3 apples 2 days ago and the 2 mangoes, and then I took a bag of frozen strawberries. I took like about a cup or two of my frozen strawberries, and I made me a fruit salad about this big. And I will take like a cup, like I had a cup today of mixed fruit for a snack. So that's what I had for my snack today was the cup of fruit, and then I had a chocolate wafer um, for my dinner snack. So when why am I saying so much? I have no clue, guys. Please forgive me. So anyway, here I go again. Anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. Cooper's over there, um, getting in his little bed that's in here. I'm shocked he normally don't get in the bed. That means the floor must be really cold for him to be trying to get in that bed. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Eat up this the fruit. And so since I'm eating up the fruit, I got a lot of oatmeal. I don't want it to go bad, so I've been trying to eat up the instant oatmeal. My grandson come home to find out I buy it for him. He don't like the apple and cinnamon. He only liked the maple and brown sugar. So when I purchase oatmeal now, the instant packs, I will just get the maple and brown sugar because he eats it more than I do. But oatmeal is healthy. Like I said, right now, this is what I'm doing, just regular calorie count. But I'm leading into the low carb. So the main then they after the South Beach diet, like I said, which that reduces the carb intake. Um, this not only reduce the carb intake, this diet encourages you to eat a lot of lean, healthy heart meat, healthy meats, and healthy fats like avocado and stuff like that. And then you have what is called the paleo diet. And this diet mimics the eating patterns of a high protein and low in fat. It's divided into 4 phases to help you reach your weight line. Excuse me. It mimics the patterns of hunter gathered ancestries and it's natural low carbs. Okay. The Dukin diet is the one that restricts the carbs while being on a high protein and low fat, and is divided into 4 phases to help you reach your weight loss goal. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just going to go back up and I'm going to do the simple one. These are the different low carb diets that I want you to know that's out there, just in case you do want to try and do low carb to aid in your weight loss. Like I said, there's the Atkins diet, the South Beach diet, the paleo diet, and the Dunkin' diet. I'm going to go back and do what worked for me many, many years ago, which was the Atkins diet. I lost over 100 pounds in a couple of months. I think it was like within 3 months on the Atkins diet. I was working out when I was doing the Atkins diet as well. And so, one other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, I want to tell you about the different, about boosting. What I'm going to be doing to boost calorie burning while I'm on the Atkins diet. And now I'm looking at this now. So there's a lot of things the doctor is always telling you after you have weight loss surgery. Focus mainly on protein. And believe it or not, I didn't know. They just kept saying protein, protein, protein. So, excuse me. Let me take these off. The doctors is always saying focus on protein. You guys, look at how I'm getting off track, but look at how smooth, since I've been eating healthy, really cutting back on the sweets and stuff. Look how my skin is just, oh my God. To see how clear it's getting. And I've been drinking a lot more water too. So that's been really helping. So sorry, I was all off. I'm just looking at myself on the camera and I'm just shocked. But so anyway, to boost the calories, I now see why the doctors emphasize when you're having weight loss surgery, protein, protein, protein. Eat your protein on your plate before you eat anything else. Not only do it keep you satisfied and full longer, it also boosts your metabolism burning to help burn more calories. So it boosts your calorie, your body metabolism, and it allows you to burn more calories. I'm like, what? I didn't know that. So I was doing some research the other day, and that's when I came across that. It says to boost calories burning, focus on protein rich foods like meats, fish, eggs, and dairy, along, check this out, along with green tea, chili peppers, and nuts, which can help increase the metabolism and fat burning process. Guys, it's good to research stuff and find out why we eat these certain foods. I got to go get my eyebrows done. It's good to research the stuff so we can know why we need to eat these foods. All right. So here's a look at what some of these foods are that can help you when it comes to building your metabolism and burning fat. All right. One, lean meats. Lean meats like chicken, turkey, lean beef are all good sources of protein. And which takes more energy to digest than carbohydrates or fats, potentially leading to a slightly more calorie burning food. All right. So, with that being said, back to the doctors. They put, when they gave me my packet to go home, about protein and lean meats. So now I know why. It's great for burning fat. Um, Also, fatty fish like salmon, which I had for dinner tonight. I had salmon and I had a three-fourths cup, not even three-fourths cups. I wind up having salmon and about a half a cup of instant mashed potatoes because I threw away. Yeah, I threw away at least a fourth of them. I couldn't eat it all. So I had salmon, a half a cup, and a half a cup of instant mashed potatoes. I had a Greek salad for lunch, my salad in the jars for lunch. So these are foods that will digest easily as well. So the salmon is a fatty fish, herring is fatty fish, sardines, and mackerel. I love mackerel. But I like salmon croquettes, which changes the trajectory of the mackerel. Now it's becoming fatty because if I'm gonna do mackerel 9 times out of 10, I want to make some salmon croquettes out of the jack mackerel. Um, but I can eat mackerel by itself with some hot sauce. But then I want to put it on crackers. You know what I mean? Yin and yang. But I can't have the crackers, so I would just eat it by itself. I'm not going out and buying no mackerel. That's what I'm not going to do. And they all are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which may help you to lose body fat. Wow. So I got you guys seeing my Aldi haul. If you haven't, go back and look through my videos, and you'll see where I did Aldi haul, and I bought a lot of salmon and cod because it was on sale half price. Also, eggs, a great source of protein and essential nutrients. Eggs can help you feel full and may boost. It may also boost the fat burning process. Now, I'm not going to be doing Greek yogurt, but we already know yogurt is great because it's high in protein and calcium. And Greek yogurt can speed up your metabolism and help you to burn more calories. Um, I would have to look at the Greek yogurt. If it's low in carbs, I'll find some. If I can find, well, I know they have low fat Greek yogurt out there. I can have the yogurt on the low carb diet. Yeah, because if I get the Greek sugar free Greek yogurt, um, I may be able to have that because hopefully it'll be lower in carbs. So I'm gonna try and find some low carb Greek yogurt while I'm on that plan, and then also whey protein. Whey protein is a popular supplement athletes use, and whey protein can build muscle and burn calories. Well, um, look at this. Um, see that little wrinkly now? It's getting wrinkly. It's like it was muscly, so I need to start lifting my weights and doing some whey protein so my muscles can tighten because I don't want to have all this loose skin I got. Now, here are other foods. That was the protein rich foods, which the only three, well, eggs is like a meat to me because it's a chicken. Okay. It's the eggs of a chicken. It's poultry, but it's a meat to me. Then we only had two things that wasn't of protein, wasn't of an animal source on there, and that was the whey protein and the Greek yogurt. And the whey protein, has milk in it. So if you're vegan, that won't work for you. And then we have the other foods and things you can drink, like number one, that green tea. I got heck of green tea in there, so I need to start drinking my green tea because it contains caffeine and EGCG, which may boost your metabolism and promote weight loss. That's why everybody, they always say when you're on a diet, do drink green tea, drink green tea. Hi, if you're returning, say hi, your name. And if you're new, say hi, your name, and where you're from. This is Carmelita with Valita's World, and I've been talking by myself for the last 26 minutes. And you can go on repeat and watch this live once I'm done and catch up with what I've already covered. So right now I'm talking about uh, foods that boost your metabolism. That's and I've already gone over the ones that's low carb, and some of these are still considered low carb. Um, I guess I'll start this over if you're interested. Um, Foods that boost calorie burning is lean meats like chicken, turkey, and lean beef. They're all good sources of protein, and it takes which takes more energy to digest than carbohydrates or fats. So because it takes more energy to digest it, potentially it leads to a slightly more calorie burning, meaning you're going to burn that off because it's harder to digest. Whereas if you intake carbohydrates and carbohydrates, it turns into fat and then it stores in the body, and then you're able to burn it off. Turns into sugar, and then the sugar turns into fat, and all that stores in the body, and then your body begins to work it off. Whereas when you're just taking in protein, low carb things, the body burns it right away. So the next protein rich food to help you burn calories is fatty fish like salmon and herring, sardines, and mackerel. And they're all high in omega 3 fatty acids, which can help you lose that body fat. Um, so that's great. And then the next thing, what I was speaking about, that's on the low carb side that help you boost uh, burning calories is eggs. Now, eggs is a great source of protein, and the essential nutrients in eggs can help you. It helps you to feel fuller, and it also may be able to boost your metabolism, and that's what we want, especially when we're on a weight loss journey. We want our to boost our metabolism because we have slow metabolisms. That's why we're so large. We don't burn like some people do. You may have some friends that's skinny, and you can sit there and they can eat up a storm, but they have a fast burning metabolism. Next, you got Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is great source of high protein and calcium, and it can help speed up the metabolism as well, which leads to burning more calories. So if you're on a weight loss journey, low carb, or even if you're not doing low carb, putting these foods in your daily diet will really help you to burn calories. And then we have Greek yogurt, which can help speed up the metabolism and it's high in protein and calcium. I think I just said that. And then we have whey protein. Although whey protein has dairy in it, it's made with dairy, it still is a great source of protein. And a lot of athletes use this whey protein, if you notice. Um, and that's why they use it because it can build muscle and burn fat. So when you're, like I said before you came on, I was showing my little fat here. Um, like the muscle is just all gone. I done lost so much weight, and that's where you get that extra skin. So I want to start building muscle, and whey protein to help with that. Then you have the other foods and things that you can drink other than the meat products. Although two things on there was not a meat product. You have green tea. Baby, and when I tell you I got a lot of green tea because I got the bungalow big thing when they used to sell it at Sam's Club. I have not seen that in the Sam's Club out here. Um, but yeah, I got the bungalow big thing of green tea. So I will be start drinking my green tea um, as of tomorrow. I'm gonna start drinking my green tea. I'm not gonna start the low carb like I said earlier in the video until I finish eating up my fruit. I had a lot of fresh fruit that I just cut up the last of it to make me a fruit salad. And I only eat at least a cup of fruit, fresh mixed fruit a day. So by the end of this week, by this weekend, the fruit salad should be gone. And so then starting next week, I'm going to start doing low carb to get off this 60 pounds. Well, I just upped it. I want to take off 70 pounds. And the other foods and drinks, what other than green tea, you got coffee. That's the next. And coffee can boost your metabolism and cause you to burn more fat. That's why I have it every morning because it gives me energy and it gets me going. Next, you have chili peppers. Chili peppers contain capsule, and it's a compound that increases your metabolism for weight loss. Sorry, guys. I wear glasses. I think I'm gonna have to put them back on because my eyes bother me. Ooh, goodness gracious. Yeah, that's so much better. Um, and then we have nuts. Although I'm gonna be doing low carb, nuts is a healthy fat and it has protein in it, which can help to make you feel full and boost your metabolism. So that's great. Um, then we have oatmeal. Oatmeal is another good source of fiber and it's a complex carbohydrates. Oatmeal can help you feel full. Like this morning, I had oatmeal and a half of a cinnamon raisin bagel for breakfast. I had the 1 liter pack, the instant pack, which is 100 calories. Um, I had that for breakfast, and I had a Thompson cinnamon raisin bagel, and that was it. That's all I had for breakfast. That was more than enough, and I was stuffed. Um, and I used to could eat two of those packs of oatmeal. I was being greedy one day, and I made me 2 packs, and I could only eat half. And that's when I said, "Nope, you can't do it." And I don't want to get used to overeating, so that's all I did. Next, you have the avocado, which is a healthy fat. I have not been ever been able to eat avocados. So for those of you who are having the surgery or recently had the surgery, um, I don't know if your doctor told you this or your DR, your dietitian told you this. Once you have the surgery, foods that you once could not eat, you may be able to eat depending on the type of surgery you have. So I had the gastric bypass, which is where they, kind of remove your stomach and pouch, and then they use the intestines for you to do your swallowing through. So it's like it's not going into my stomach area. So now certain foods that I was sensitive to, I thought I was allergic to them, but I wasn't. They just didn't agree with my stomach. Uh, I used to eat avocados all the time. And then one day I ate an avocado and my stomach started feeling queasy and I would get nauseated. Well, now I can eat avocado. I was so scared. And my doctor said, try it, Carmelita. You may be able to eat it. After you've had surgery, certain foods that you could not eat once before, you can eat. And she said, especially if it was something that bothered your stomach, she said, messing with your stomach, that's not a allergy. And I was like, what? I always thought I was allergic. I got allergic. She said, no. And so I did. And I love avocado now. So I'm new to the avocado kick. After over 20 something years, I'm able to eat avocado again. And that's good because it is one of the healthiest fats out there and it helps makes you feel full and it boosts your metabolism. So that's great. The next thing that food that boosts your metabolism is grapefruit. Grapefruit contains fat burning enzymes. We all know it because we remember when we were kids and our mamas used to be on them grapefruit diets and stuff like that. And fiber, which can help you feel full and may also boost your metabolism. And then you have the MCT oil. I got some MCT oil in there. Um, and the medium chain triglyceride oil is some type of extracting MCT from the palm oil, which can help can be burned for energy more quickly than other fats. So, like instead of using the avocado oil and the olive oil, the MCT oil will help you. It burns quicker in the body. Okay, for energy and so than other fatty oils, but it's very expensive. I got a bottle like this. I remember a couple. It cost me quite a bit. I will not be buying it again. I'll just keep using what I have. And then you have apple cider vinegar, which burns calories, and everybody know that. Um, so If this is your first time, say hi and put your name in the chat and where you're from. If you're returning, say hello and put your name in the chat. My name's Carmelita, and this is Life After Retirement and Gastric Bypass. And today I went over, talked about low carb options. And you can, if you feel like it, you can go back and watch the video that I just done. I talked about the different low carb diets, and I will be starting a low carb diet probably next week because I have some fruit that I stated several times in here that I had already purchased, and I just cut up the last of it and made me a fresh fruit bowl salad. And so I eat like a cup of fruit a day, once a day. So I can't start my low carb until that's all gone. So that's why I had the oatmeal. I'm having my oatmeal and stuff for breakfast just to keep me full and satisfied. I don't want to be overdoing it. And the low carb meal plan that I have chose, my choice, once again, it is the Atkins, because I've succeeded with Atkins in the past. I lost over 100 pounds when I did the Atkins many years ago. And during the first phase of the Atkins diet, for the first week, 2 weeks, you're only taking in 20 grams of carbs per day. 20 grams of carb per day is a medium baked potato. That's all your carbs. So you have to be very careful. Um, but the great thing is, lose weight fast. Stay full and you're losing weight fast because of all the protein that you will be eating while doing this. And you'll be doing like probably a half a cup of vegetables, because the half a cup of vegetables is only going to be 2 or 3 grams of carbs. So you can get your vegetables in. Hey, Christy, how are you? It's just you and I today, girl. Ain't nobody in here. Um, and I'm just about to, I'm getting ready to say goodbye. I've been talking for over 40 minutes and no one came in. So I just went ahead on. Oh, that's okay. So I went ahead on and I still did the vlog. I still talked about everything. I talked about the Atkins, the low carb diets that I was looking into doing. And it was out of the Atkins, the South Beach, the Paleo, and the Dunkin diet. And a Dukin, Dukan, Duncan or Dukin. I don't know which how it's pronounced, but anyway, it was out of those four, and I chose to do the Atkins diet because I had success with that many years ago. I lost 100 pounds on it, so I'm trying to get 60, 70 pounds off, 60 to 70 pounds off. I back down. Yeah, you can watch the replay. I am back down though, girl. I did announce this also in the replay that when you hear the replay, I got under 260. I weighed in yesterday at 259. Remember last week I was 261, 262. Uh, each time I step on the scale, once it said 262, once it said 261. So I always go with the higher number, and it was 262. So when I weighed in yesterday, I was 259. And starting next week, I will start my low carb. Thank you, girl. But I keep going up and down. And I'm trying to go down, not up. So I will be starting the Atkins diet next week. By then, I think all my fruit will be gone. But so meanwhile, I'm still doing my calorie intake, and as long as I stay under 2,079 calories every day, I will eventually lose weight, which is what I've been doing. I've been eating anywhere from 1,100 to 1,800 in calories. I know I'm supposed to be way under that, but it's still helping me to lose weight. Just staying under my maintenance goal, which is 2,079. So I got to restrict those calories. So, how are you doing, Christy? How are you doing today? And how is everything going since the surgery? I was waiting on you to respond. I see we got two people watching. One person hasn't said anything. My labs came back and my vitamin A was low and my protein was low. I had to get some. Oh, yeah, it's kind of hard because you not that far out. You just other vitamins. Oh, so they gave you some extra vitamins. So what vitamins were you taking for your numbers to be low? I know I didn't have when I went back for my labs, they all came back good. Um, they were right. They wasn't like great, but they were right in the mark. Is it's what they were. Oh, they just gave you a multivitamin, calcium. Yeah, you should have been taking those though anyway. You should, um, yeah. When you before you have surgery, they tell you to have your calcium and stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You gotta eat. You have to. I know it's hard. That's why they start you off, when you had that surgery with them little bitty cups to sip, and you just each day you got to just take it in. It's hard, I know, but you got to do it because you don't want to disappear from this earth. You want to stay on this earth, and you want to be as healthy as you can. My cousin did the same thing. She had the surgery. She never changed her eating habits. She said. But she, after she had surgery, because she never changed her eating habits, she even ate the day she went in to have her surgery. She wind up not being able to eat at all like you. And she said she didn't eat for her almost pretty much nothing for the first 2 3 years. She said she would force something down. She would probably eat one or two items a day, and that would be it. And she was so skinny. Now she's kind of heavy again, but she's like 6 years, 8 years out. But they added vitamin A and told me to start back drinking protein. Yeah, start back drinking them protein shakes. You gotta get it in you. Wow, wow. But that's because you ain't eating. But I'm still happy for you. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I know you look great. I know you. How are you feeling though? You got to be feeling kind of weak and lightheaded. You're welcome. You are welcome. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Not feeling lightheaded is that's a start. That's a great thing. But you start drinking them protein shakes. Um, and get that protein so you can get that protein in. I don't care if you got to just sip on two of them a day. Two of them, try and get at least two of them down a day in your water. That'll be a start. Drink one in the morning. It may take you 3 hours because you one of them sensitive ladies. It may take you 3 hours to get it down, but that's at least you'll get that protein in. And then do another one later on, and try and get your water in as well because I want you to be healthy. I know you was dehydrated. You ain't eating nothing or drinking. Yeah, yeah, you got to get that water in. And if you don't like it, like they say, use the little crystal packs. So you ain't got to use crystal now. I use the off brand and stuff. And if I see, like I got a case of that Sun Kiss sugar free, I'll put that in the water sometime when I get tired of water. But that get you your fluids in. Yeah. Hi, welcome to the live. If this is your first time, um, we've gone over everything, and in the replay, you'll see what all we talked about, far as low carb diet, high protein foods, and foods that burn calorie fast burning foods to eat to burn your calories, um, to build up your metabolism to burn your calories. So I did cover that uh, in today's vlog. I wanted, because that was something I needed to know. So I did my research this week and went over all that. A lot of this stuff I knew, but when you don't use stuff, you tend to forget certain things. So I had to um, get back in the books and start reading and researching online, because I needed to know what foods I can eat to burn fast burning, that burn calories fast. And that's what I talked about. So when you hit this replay, you'll get to the see me talking about the whole list of what I used. And if anybody want it, just let me know and I will shoot it to you in an email. So, um, oh no, no, I wasn't trying to do that. But anyway, with that being said, I am out. How much more do I want to lose? I well, right now I want to lose 70 pounds. You got to remember, I'm still 259 pounds. So 70 pounds will put me at like 180, something like that. So I'll be into the ones. When I get there, when I get out of these twos, then I'll know where I want to be. But right now, my goal is just to get under 200 pounds. And at 259, that's 60 pounds. 60, I got 60 pounds to go to get under 200. So once I get under 200, then I'll know. And the reason I know I'm going to go lower, I'm going to lose more, is because of my height. I am a short woman, not super short, but I'm only 5'2.5", and emphasis on the half. So because I'm short, I think I may look good at wearing like 130, 140, but I don't know because I have never been that small before. You know, the last time I weighed 150, it was when I was 16 after I had my son. Oh, you 5'5". Okay, okay. So you got me by a few inches. Yeah. So how much do you want to lose? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's you like where I'm at. We really don't know what we want to lose. I mean, some people, a lot of people who know exactly the number they want is because they were probably already that size once. But I haven't seen a small size like since I was in high school, and I'm 59. So I've been overweight my entire life. I got down, like I said, when I lost that 100 pounds. Your girl was looking good wearing Nike outfits, stuff like that. But I can't remember. And I was in my hundred. I was in 100. I was 100 and something pounds. I just don't know um, how much I weighed when I was at that size, and I still wasn't satisfied then. So I won't. I really won't know. I'm thinking it's probably going to be 140. It's what probably where I want to be. That's a goal. But it, right now, my goal is the 70 pounds, just to get under, just to get under this 200. All right. So I'm gonna go, Christy. I thank you so much for being a faithful follower and logging in. And once again, congratulations again on your success of 88 pounds. Yeah, I will. That's how I feel. I'll know when I get there. I'm not, my thing is right now, I know I'm not satisfied with where I'm at. And right now, I know I can easily go the opposite way. I know this for a fact. And that's not what I want to do. I come too far. I've been through too much. I do not want to go back to where I was. And I enjoy being able to get out more and move more. Yeah, I'm limited with this arthritis in my knees and stuff, but baby, I'm doing way better than I was when I was weighing all that weight. Oh, you welcome, and you have a good night too. Guys, remember, even though it's just me and you, for those who watch the repeat, please like, share, and subscribe to Valita's World. This is Life After Retirement and Gastric Bypass. And I want to thank you and everybody else who has watched my video. Special thanks to you, Christy, for always being there, because bouncing back off each other, it helps me. This keeps me motivated to get it right. All right. And with all the other returnings, thank you so much. And good night. Remember, peace, love, and happiness is the only way to live.